The absolute disgrace headlines in the papers today, but not surprised with the dirty, filthy prostitutes and who owns them, you know. Calling Mr. Trump and Conor McGregor two rapists, you know, isn't it hilarious? Two rapists, yeah, is that so? And what about now the Rape Crisis Centre? Were they not ringing up the regime to do the rat-a-tat-tat on the phone and to tell them to stop flooding the island in with men who are going around sexually assaulting our young boys and girls and women, murdering teachers that go on a walk or a run, yeah? Funny how the Rape Crisis Centre doesn't get on the blower to start telling the regime to fucking close the borders, but they actually done the phone call to the American embassy to give out about Conor McGregor. Give me a fucking break. Full of it. Absolute hypocrites. Hypocrites. Oh, it's alright to give out about a young fella that's white, that's going around on a little bike with an North Face tracksuit, but I tell you what, if your man's name is Mohammed, oh, don't open your mouth. Doon the veil. Not Uskal and Dutters. Not be a kind. Ishinay. Don't open your mouth, Paddy Irishman, because you can't say nothing if he's a foreigner. Isn't that right? Well, all I can say is, guys, something's got to give. The country's in a bad state. And them fucktards in the government, they're going around scrambling now with their little frilly knickers because they know now the gloves is off now once your man McGregor's after speaking the way he did. And I just say to people, please put your personal differences aside, whatever what you think about him, because the same people that are calling him a rapist are the same people that are sitting back while our supposed government are flooding this island with the very people that are doing these heinous acts.
And that's all we want to say. That's literally all we want to say.
To our boys, our girls, yeah? Okay? Women are being murdered. Look what happens to that poor teacher. And your man was sitting in a 5-bedroom gaff. Him and the rest of his drag family should have been deported ASAP. And anybody knew what he was up to or covered up his disgusting crime, they all should have been deported. Man, woman, dog, goldfish, the whole gang lot. It's just an utter disgrace. But you see, the time is up now. Okay? We're being replaced at an astronomical rate. All you have to do is walk over to your local Lidl and you'll see what's up. And for the people in Galway, you just want to give your heads a wobble, because looking at your so-called parades there the other day, it was a farcical. What's Africans got to do with St. Patrick's Day? Why was there Indians in your parade flying their flag? Took over the whole show. Why can't they not stay in the sidelines like the natives and just enjoy the one day of the year to celebrate Irish traditions, folklore, the Christianity? Why can't they not do that? Who gave them the go-ahead to be going along in that parade? Oh, I know who gave them the go-ahead. The traitor face paddywhacks that fly under the guise of the little NGOs that work for the government, yeah? No Indians should be in an Irish Day Parade, or Africans, or Chinese, Polish, Lithuanians, Ukrainians, none.
The Ukrainians had whole sections where it was just like hundreds and hundreds of Ukrainians marching down, like holding their banner.
It should be only Indigenous Irish celebrating Indigenous Irish traditions, okay? Because if I go to Ukraine, I want to see their traditions, and I don't feel the need to start putting on their attire and or start going around doing a bit of Irish dancing. Hey, look at me, I want to be seen. I don't give a fuck how long you're being in the country. You sit back, you enjoy the show, and that's all there is to it. But no, we can't even have that. We can't even have one day of the year to celebrate us as a people.
Mad, isn't it? When you think of it, they didn't even give us that one day, but they'll give a whole month to the Rainbow Squad. Not mad? Shows you where their loyalties lie, I suppose. It's not where Ireland.
and their tiny little island. We can't have that, because the organisers must hate themselves that much. They must wake up and slap themselves silly because they're number one white and number two they're Irish. They must get up every fucking day and look for the biggest wet fish to slap themselves silly because they hate themselves that much, and they're projecting their anti-Irish hate onto us and our children because they're absolutely gutless and spineless. That's what they are. And they're projecting all of that shit into our children and making it out to be that Ireland is some sort of fucked up utopia, and that anybody lands their crusty feet onto this island is Irish, but they're not. They'll never be. They'll never be. You have your own, and we're going to take your country back. That's what we're going to do. And I urge the Irish people, coming up to April, have your gaff flittered with the flags, yeah? Have the flags out your window, your door. Bring back the traditions.
It's mad. And you know, she's saying that. I noticed the last 2-3 days, well, you might say since Paddy's Day, but the flags on Unnif came down, they're all still up. People still have their flags out on my road.
Of our country the way it was when we were all growing up. Get the flags out, the tricolour or the green flag with the harp on it. Have your houses all decorated top to bottom. Because how we start getting our country back is starting with the traditions, because we've lost our way. You don't just celebrate being Irish when there's a fucking football match or a rugby match going on. We've got to do it 7 days of the week. We've got to start speaking up and taking shit back, because we've set back so long and allowed this to happen.
And those of you who are avid listeners, you will know I've been saying that the longer you leave corruption, the worse it gets. And she just said it in another form there, but yeah, same thing.
We've sat back and watched non-so-called EU people come in and get houses to beat the ban. And they're only in the country a wet day, and it's been going on since 1996 with a certain ethnic group of people. It hasn't fucking stopped, and we owe these people nothing. And I don't blame these people at all. I'm blaming the cunts in the regime for selling